Okay, I can begin to answer one of my questions though. The who, they talk about novice readers, so I can pull that, even though it's a question, I can pull that piece out just to let me know that we're talking about novice readers. Another thing I can do is take a look at the title, Word Building, a Strategic Approach to the Teaching of Phonics. Now we've already said our guiding question is how do I teach phonics, but now we have this thing called word building, so I may ask myself what is word building, and that will help me get through this section and find something of use that I can put into my summary. So the next sentence says, it said, how do novice readers naturally attempt to decode words? Apparently not the way they were taught. Okay, again, this isn't giving me anything. It's telling me that novice readers aren't utilizing the way they were taught to use phonics. So I can get rid of that next sentence as, again, unnecessary. According to an analysis of readings by 7-year-old children, the most frequent strategy was to pronounce the beginning consonant and then the whole word. Okay, so what this is saying is a strategy that's being used most often, most frequently, is to pronounce the beginning consonant and then the whole word. Okay, so this is the how. So I can put here the most frequent, pronounce beginning consonant and then the whole word. Okay, so I'm going to keep that as one of my key ideas. That's my little drawing of a key there. I know that's bad. So that's the how. So most frequent strategy, pronounce the beginning consonant and then the whole word. And see, that right there is just an example. B, bat. The beginning consonant is b, and then the whole word is bat. So that's the most frequent strategy used, which suggests that the youngsters divided words into onset, initial consonant or consonant cluster, and rhyme, vowel or vowel plus consonant element. Example is H and E, he, C and AT, cat. Okay, this is all just an example of what they've already said here. So even though it is very useful and it helps me to better understand what they mean by beginning consonant and then whole word, this is unnecessary, so I can get rid of it, delete it as unnecessary. The second most frequently used strategy was the use of a pronounceable word part as a base for reconstructing the entire word. Okay, I'm noticing here, up here it said most frequent strategy, and now it's saying the second most frequently used strategy. So this is called enumeration, and it is a list. So this is telling me that there are two things that students do. This is what they do most frequently, and this is what they do the second most frequently used strategy. Okay, so using the use of a pronounceable word part as a base. Even though I may not know exactly what that means yet, I at least know that these two things should be in my summary. The use of a pronounceable word part as a base for reconstructing the entire word. So that's what I would add over here as my, here's my first, pronounce beginning consonant and then whole word, and the second one is use pronounceable word part as a base. Now next it says, for instance, a student encountering the word branch might read it as branch, branch, or ran, bran, branch, or an, ran. That's just an example. So even though, again, it's really interesting and it helps me to flesh out the meaning of that particular statement of using pronounceable word parts, in terms of collecting pieces for my summary, that one is unnecessary, so I can get rid of it.